Payments will make or break your marketplace. You can have demand, you can have supply, but if money doesn't move cleanly between buyers and sellers, then you don't really have a business. So in this video, I'll explain exactly what stripeconnect is, why it's so hard to implement, which account type you should usually choose, how marketplace money actually flows. I'll also explain a powerful technique that I call deferred onboarding. And then of course, I'll show you how all of this is handled inside Prometora. Let's do it. So let's just start with going through what the difference between regular Stripe and stripeconnect actually is. So we have regular Stripe, so that is one business taking payments. So think of it as a regular e-commerce store, for instance. Then we have stripeconnect. So stripeconnect is a platform taking payments on behalf of other people. So that is basically what you do on a marketplace, and that is why you need stripeconnect then. So in a marketplace, you have a platform account that is owned by you as the marketplace owner. And then you have a number of connected accounts for all your sellers. stripeconnect basically handles KYC, so they know your customer, so identify verification, compliance, payments splitting, payouts, and tax reporting. So that is basically the difference between Stripe and stripeconnect. So without stripeconnect, at least in most parts of the world, you cannot legally move money between your users. And stripeconnect gives you the building blocks, but it does not build the system for you. You have to set that up yourself. And that can actually be quite complex because that includes seller onboarding, capabilities, transfers versus destination charges, refund handling, disputes, setting up webhooks, edge cases, and of course, payout timing. So that is where a lot of marketplace founders hit a wall. And stripeconnect has three different account types, so standard, express, and custom. And they have their advantages and disadvantages, all of them. But most marketplaces should probably go for the express one because it's just the easiest one to integrate. But you can see here in the docs that I'll share in the comments below, by the way, what each of them basically require to integrate and start using them. Basically on the express one, stripeconnect takes care of all the compliance and you just handle the UX. On the standard, the seller owns the Stripe account. And on the custom, you would have full control, but you also have the full compliance burden then. So that is why most marketplaces, at least if you're just starting out, you should probably just go for the express account type. So here's an example of how the flow is. So a buyer goes to your marketplace and buys something. So they're sent to the Stripe checkout and they pay for something. Let's say they pay $100 for whatever product. That $100 then includes your platform fee. So let's say you take 10% on each transaction. So $10 would then basically be your commission that you would earn on that transaction. But for the seller would then have an express Stripe account and they would then receive the money excluding your platform fee and excluding the Stripe fees. So they would receive that in their express Stripe account. And they can then later on transfer that money from their express Stripe account to their actual bank account. Now there's one real retention killer that you should be aware of. Stripe onboarding requires sellers to complete a 5 to 10 minutes compliance form before they can even sell anything. And that's a retention killer because most of your sellers will then drop off because they haven't made any money on your marketplace yet. So it's too early basically to send them to the onboarding. And that's why most of them will then churn. And that is also why I always do something that I call deferred onboarding. And I actually open sourced my project on GitHub. I'll add the link in the description. And this is the repository. So if you scroll down here, you can see, first of all, what is deferred onboarding. So basically what it does is that it creates a minimal Stripe Express account for the seller upfront, only requiring the country. So you still need that. Then it allows sellers to start accepting payments immediately. So not sending the seller to the KYC, which is what we do not want at this time because they haven't had any positive experiences yet. They haven't earned any money basically. So, and then the prompting for the full onboarding will then happen later once they've made sales and are invested in your marketplace platform basically. So if we scroll down here, let me just see here, then you see the payment flow diagram. Okay, so a user wants to sell, so we create a minimal express account for them, only asking for the country. The account is then created with manual payouts. So a buyer then purchases from the seller, so the seller can then list whatever products and the buyer can then purchase from the seller. The payment will succeed, but the platform holds the funds and they update the seller's pending earnings. So the seller will then have pending earnings, but the money is then held by the platform. Then later on, when the seller has then, let's say, made 3+ sales, we show them the complete onboarding prompt. So basically we send them to the KYC, so the whole compliance area for Stripe. And then right now they have a strong incentive to actually go through this 5 to 10 minute form because they of course want their money. So that's why there's a much higher incentive now for actually completing this onboarding. So they will most likely do that because they want their money, right? And then the seller completes their Stripe onboarding. Account is then verified, meaning that the charges enabled are set to true. Then we transfer all pending earnings to the seller and future payments will now go directly to the seller, not to the platform. So that is basically how deferred onboarding works. And of course, there's some things that you should be aware of if and when you go for this approach, because this means that you will hold the funds initially, and that also means that you as the platform owner will carry the risks. And all of this is mentioned in the repository, but you have to set up volume caps, sales thresholds, and you have to be aware that there can be transfer delays after an onboarding. So best is to set up this kind of risk-based logic. And all of that again is explained in the repository. So please go ahead and check that one out. And by the way, on Prometora, which is my marketplace builder, all of this, everything that we just talked about with Stripe and the deferred onboarding approach, that is how it is working on Prometora. So if you find this a little bit overwhelming, then please check out Prometora, of course, and that is of course only if you're considering building your own marketplace. But basically on Prometora, all you would have to do is basically just go here, click on Stripe Connect, then you would add your Stripe Connect keys here, so the production one and the secret key as well. And what you would do down here is just to add your commission rate. So if your commission rate, I don't know, if you want to take 20% on all transactions, then you basically just do that here, save, and then you're basically ready to go. So that is a very, very easy way to get going with creating your own marketplace and with Stripe Connect and the deferred onboarding approach. That is it for this one, guys. I hope that you liked it. So if you're interested in deferred onboarding and you would like to know more about it, then please check the deferred onboarding repo. So check the comments in the below. I added the link there. And if you are seriously considering building your own marketplace, then please go ahead and check out Prometora. That is it for this one, guys. Oh yeah, and also give this video a like, and if you find marketplace building interesting, then also maybe subscribe to this channel. That would be a big help. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you, bye bye, ciao.